Hello everyone, hope you have a great day. Let us look at the thing like how to connect Amazon RDS database to the EC2 instance. This guide provides a set of commands to create Amazon RDS database, configure security, and connect from an EC2 instance and transfer data. So before that, you have to make sure that you have installed the Amazon command line and configured on your local machine and your EC2 instance. So if you're having an existing EC2 instance with a running web application, so what we have to do is first we have to create an Amazon RDS database instance. So there are a set of commands that we have seen here, and you have to note that the DB instance identifier is nothing but a unique name for your database instance, and DB instance class is like the compute and memory capacity. The DB-T3 micro is suitable for testing. So the engine is like the database engine, example MySQL or PostgreSQL or Aurora, something like that. And then VPC security group IDs, that is very crucial because this security group must be configured to allow inbound traffic from your EC2 instance. Okay, and then the master username and password, and that is like your root user credentials. And then DB subnet group map is nothing but the name of the DB subnet group you have already created for the multi availability zone deployment. Okay, and next we have to look at configuring the security group roles. Okay, you must allow the inbound traffic on the database port from your EC2 instance. This is a critical security step. First, get the security group ID of your running EC2 instance. So in order to get EC2 instance security group ID, you have to give the set of instance ID values, something like that. Okay, you have to add an ingress rule to your RDS security group to accept the traffic from EC2 security group. Okay, and that is like allowing inbound traffic on port 3306 for MySQL from your EC2 security group. Okay, and there are a set of commands, and you have to note that the group ID security group that you have created is like security group ID of your RDS instance, and then the source group ISG security group that is nothing but the security group ID of your EC2 instance. And then let us move on to connect to RDS from your EC2 instance. Okay, first now log into your EC2 instance. Okay, and then connect to the new RDS database. Okay, first get the RDS endpoint. So in order to get RDS endpoint, we have set of commands and you have to follow that, and then connect to the database using MySQL client. Okay, so we have to in this command there are a set of command where we have to replace the RDS endpoint with your generated RDS endpoint, and then you will be prompted to enter the password that you set in step 1. Okay, and then we have to transfer all the data to the new RDS database. Okay, so this process involves exporting the data from your old database and importing it to the new RDS instance. So on your old database server, export the data. So that is a set of commands, and on your EC2 instance you have to import the data to RDS database, and first you have to transfer the dump file to your EC2 instance. Okay, example using the scp copy file, okay, function command or something like that. And then on the EC2 instance you have to import the dump file which has been transferred. Right now you have successfully provisioned an RDS instance, configured security, and migrated your data. Okay, thank you.